Welcome to Roughing It with Ruth, the channel where everything is a bit rough around the edges. We're about to start our Easter weekend hike in the Cathedral Peak area of the Drakensberg. It's myself and Ralph and my friend Sarah on this particular trip. And our plan is to go up to Thuthumi Pass, taking the valley route, and then go across the escarpment for a little bit and come back down Organ Pipes Pass, taking the Thuthumi Ridge route all the way back down again. And we're starting from the Cathedral Peak Hotel, so going up via Ribbon Falls, which adds a little bit of extra distance rather than starting from Didima Resort where you sign the mountain register. So we've reached the contour path, which is at least a little bit flatter than what we have been walking on, and we're just going to head in the direction of where we want to be and kind of look for a nice place to camp along the way. This is going to be our camp spot for the night. We've got the river just down here, the beautiful little swimming pool, and we're about to set up the tent. So we left our campsite this morning at about 9 and we got to the neck at 11:15, and we're now going to head down into the Thuthumi Valley. There are quite a lot of clouds, and originally we were going to do Thuthumi Pass because it wasn't meant to rain, but now it looks like it might. So when we're in Thuthumi Valley, we'll take a break for lunch and just see what's going on. So believe it or not, there is actually a path here. It's just extremely overgrown, and I think if we didn't have a GPS track, we probably wouldn't have found it. Quite a lot of elevation gain before us. We did at least 18 kilometers distance. I'm not sure exactly how much it was because my watch's battery died at some point and I didn't notice for a little while. And we did at least 1,300 meters of elevation gain. Nice view back of all the terrain we've covered. Yes. Whew. This is steep. More steep to come. made it into the gully. Apparently at the top of this gully is a false summit, so we're not going to get our hopes up too much. So apparently that is not the actual summit, it's a false summit. It's very demoralizing. Ralph just informed me that we're at 3,000 meters above sea level. The neck where we turned into Thuthumi Valley is at 2,070 meters above sea level. So we've done almost 1,000 meters of elevation gain today, which is no wonder I am so tired. So we are actually at the top of the false summit on Thuthumi Pass. We got to the top of the false summit and we looked across at what we still had left to do, which is a considerable climb. I'll put a clip of that view here. And the fading light and our non-existent energy levels kind of dictated our choices. So we're camped to the top of the false summit of Thuthumi Pass, and tomorrow morning we'll decide where we go from here. I think probably up the last little bit of Thuthumi and down Organ Pipes, most likely. It is extremely windy. Wow, last night was absolutely insane. There were points where both Ralph and I thought the tent was just going to blow away. But luckily it didn't. It stood up really, really well. And according to the weather report, there's a 70% chance of thunderstorms at 12. So we're trying very hard to get the majority of Organ Pipes Pass done before 12. But that's going to be quite a push. So yeah, it's going to be another big day. In there to our right is the valley that we came up doing Thuthumi Pass to the top, and now we're doing the ridge all the way down. Is that the path that you can see down there? We got to the old fire lookout at about 12:30 and it hasn't started raining yet, but there are quite a few ominous dark clouds all around the escarpment that are moving this way. So we're just making speed for lower ground because we really don't want to get caught in a thunderstorm up here. So it's 1:30 now and we're back on the contour path. It is like little drips of rain every now and then, but we just have to take a bit of a break. Like we hit the pass coming down extremely hard and I'm a bit shattered. So we're just going to take a little bit of a break and eat and regain our composure, and then make a plan from there. We did 14.3 kilometers and the total elevation loss was 1,440 meters. It's our campsite from night 1. We are back in your bosom again. All nicely flattened. So this is only the second time that I've set up the Hilleberg Top 5. Tonight I've pitched it much lower to the ground because there's a fairly high chance of rain.
So red.
Yes, everything is tinted red.
We're glowing.
Canned bread.
Ta-da! Yo, it's like heavy citrus bread.
Okay, so the top is kind of solid, but here is more spongy.
Bread.
Okay, now you have to taste some.
I like it. Do you like orange in your bread? Because that's exactly what it's like.
I'm trying to think what it tastes like. It tastes like...
It's really soft. And a little bit sweet, but very citrusy.
It is actually soft. I'm surprised.
Like Chelsea bun.
Chelsea bun style.
Chelsea bun texture,
It's got orange peel rind in it.
Yes. It tastes nice with the orange peel rind. Today we don't have such a big day. We've just got 9 or 10 kilometers left to get back to the hotel, and then we are going to drive back to Pretoria. And the elevation loss shouldn't be nearly as much. I think it's about 600 meters or so. Okay, so we're back at the car now. It was 9.77 kilometers to get back here. It took us 3 hours, 684 meters of descent. And what an epic hike. It was very, very, very tough, but very epic. And we were kind of playing hide and seek with the thunderstorms the whole time, which worked out really, really well. Like, we only really had terrible weather when we were already camped, which is much better than having to hike in the terrible weather. Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more from me, then you can click on my channel name to see videos that I've made in the past, or you can subscribe to my channel to see videos that I'm going to make in the future.